We are also going to have another interviewer on the call who will be,
Hello, sorry I'm late.
No problem. We just all joined as well. So, hi, I'm a front-end engineer here at.
I'm an engineering manager here. I'm just going to be shadowing the interview.
So 2048. Are you familiar with the game 2048?
I don't think I am.
Okay, I will show it to you. So, as you can see here, it's a game where the numbers start out randomly, and you here, then they will merge. We have some starter code, and as you can see, we have some React code at the bottom for rendering the game. And but first, we're going to look at the logic for how to handle merging the squares, right? When you press a key.
Yeah, I'm just taking some time to just think through the problem itself. I'm not too familiar with this game, but so shift assumes you're just moving in one direction. It doesn't specify which direction.
Right now, we can assume that we're going to go in the left direction, and then later we can account for the other directions.
Okay.
So let's get the left direction working, and like we can write some test cases and then make sure that it works.
Iterate through the array. Equals to 0. This is a heads up. I typically write Java, so if I have variable names or method names that doesn't look like JavaScript, that might be why. But I assume I can run to test to debug any syntax issues that might show up. Now let me create a different function just in case. This one here. Left. Sorry. Nice position here. I assume the game or board is rectangular, not necessarily a square. It's a different height. Or are they the same?
Well, right now we're talking. Well, it would be a square like in a real game, but right now we're talking about a single array. And I guess for now you can assume that the single array will have 4 elements.
Okay. It's 0.
Oh, by the way, we're talking about we're talking about a single array, right? So like this array will just be an array of elements, array of numbers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I can just type in 2048 somewhere.
Here, I can add it as like a comment in the coder pad.
Right, I have something pulled up. So same with the rightmost components. Rightmost part, I need to shift all the way to the left. Here. Move that to here. That's the thing. Here at the end, and you're going all the way to the left. It's creating 0 to the left. You want to know what the values are. Here, say, it's current value. Equals to. So move that one over here. Yes. Now, let's see. Well, I don't want to merge here. Shift and not handle merge. Just move it to the left.
What? So what is move to the left?
I just remembered
do?
I don't need to do merge because I'm trying to do everything in one function. I just realized I can just move that one over and then return that. That should be fine. So move to the left just takes its current position and moves one over to the left. So if I'm here, okay, I don't need all of this then. So if I is greater than 0, right here. We'll return the value there. So array. What's this? What's this? Move on over. Then the value there should be there. And to the right should be 0. So we'll take current value right through. Move to the left. From here, take this value to the current value. Current value at the end. Update once an array is that. The current value should be this. From here, move this one over. The previous one's 0. And the next one should be this updated value. What is that updated value? It should be I. I should still previous value. I. And set that to 0. And then you set this to value. Essentially swap down that one over, and you keep moving over. And then let's shift. Start at 0. So array 0 equals to that. But this one is already, we start at 0. And you pass that one in. The length will be that minus 1, previous value. It's the whole thing. Array I equals 0. Let me see if I can test this somewhere.
Do you want to write a test case now for a shift?
Yeah, I want to quickly verify. I can go down to the app.
Okay, yeah, we can just call shift with an example, and then we can console.log the result.
Okay.
Oh, I guess not really inside the app because nothing's being rendered right now, right?
Yeah, so it's going to render it after, but I guess I can skip that part too.
Yeah, so I would recommend just where the functions are defined here might be easier just to call shift and console.log the result.
Okay, that works.
And then you can click run on the top left. So you can use your browser console as normal to see any errors. And in this case, if you open, are you able to open your browser console?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. So I think there's an unexpected identifier on this line 12.
Oh, this is not Java. That's why.
Yeah.
Do I open the console inside the right side of the screen? Okay, I think I see it. Wait, just to verify, how do I debug inside the coder pad?
So you can console.log anything that you want to check, and then you can see it in your browser console. So for example, for your console.log on line 41, we see that we see just 2002. So it might be helpful to say console.log, this is shifted or whatever. And then when you click run, you'll see shifted and then the array, right?
Okay, got it. Just thinking that, so if I go back to shift, array equals to this, left. So
one thing that help you fix that, and then if we run it again, do you think we will get? Interesting. So now we get all undefined. And we also get an error.
Properties of undefined requirement. It's undefined. Okay, so right I. So that's right I. That's I. So let's see, if I have 2, 0, 0, 0, then that goes to 2, 0, 0. Right, so I'm going to get rid of this. Let's say shift by 1. And what do I call shift? Shift is the array. So it just takes in, no, you actually don't need that. Here, you shift to the left, start everything at the end. Over. So you have the 2, 0, 0, 2. At that point, I want to break. Okay, so that's just by 1. But if I wanted to do it multiple times, what do you think? What do I want to do? Take this one, move this over here. And then you go back, move that over there. So while it's not equal to 1, okay, so while, so basically it's not equal, so let's say, I'm going to do array I. Okay, so I'm going to set no time defined. Just for 0. Two, 0, 0, 2.
So what do we expect after, like what do we expect to see for the shifted console.log on line 45 for 2002?
2020.
That's not the expected.
For sure.
Or,
I thought you said we move 1 to the left.
Oh, you want to move everything to the left by 1.
Oh, it's everything by left or not just the rightmost?
Well, I guess if,
okay, I think I'm misunderstanding how this game works. That might.
It's about how you want to implement merge, right? So if you have a 2020,
yeah.
then what? Oh my goodness. If you have 2020, right?
Yeah.
Is that easy? Like how would you merge 2020 to become
0, 0, right?
Right.
Okay, so it'd be 4. I assume there would have been 2, 2, 0, and then if you do another left, it would be
right. So this is like the expected output of collapse, right? So if we're talking about the expected output for shift, right? Then we would expect 2200, right? I guess if you shift this to become 2020, how do you plan to merge the numbers?
The logic makes sense to me. The problem is I don't know the game, and the terms are very synonymous. So shift, move left, collapse, merge. And I guess you're assuming that each method works a specific way, but I'm misunderstanding how each method works. So that's what's causing the issue. So
yeah. So if we have 2002, it's a lot easier to merge it to become 4000 if you collapse, if you do this inside shift, right? So shift would put everything to the left, and then it makes everything a lot easier to merge when you have everything all together, right?
Oh, so that's one way to implement it, but there are multiple ways you can implement it, right?
Yeah, there are other ways to implement it. So if you have...
Okay, I think that might be the issue then, because I don't know what you want me to do for each of these methods, but in my head, I have another way of thinking I would implement it. So that might be the confusion.
Yeah, we can move on. I think that if you want this way to implement it, where you shift everything by 1, I think let's like test a couple of edge cases here and make sure that we have the expected behavior where we shift everything by 1. Can you think of any other edge cases where that we want to check to check that shift is shifting everything by 1 to the left.
Well, is it everything by 1 or just the rightmost component? I assumed it was the rightmost component. Is it not?
So if we have 0, 0, 0, 2, we would also expect at the end collapse to return 2, 0, 0, 0, right?
But I thought it was implemented in shift.
Yeah, I'm talking about collapse. Okay,
Yeah.
and then in shift, if you shift everything by 1, it depends on how you implement merge.
Yeah.
But in the end, what we want collapse to do is to output this. So I guess what we outlined here is like a way for you to implement collapse so that it's simpler, so you don't have to do everything in one operation, right?
Okay.
But so we broke it down to like 3 steps. Like you first do shift the array in some way so that the elements are all on the left side. Then you merge the elements because the same elements can be merged. 2 and 2 become 4. And then you shift it again because we expect everything to be on the left side.
So all of that makes sense. The issue is that this question sort of presupposes you know the game. And if you don't know the game, then it presupposes you understand what shift, move left, merge, collapse all mean. And if you don't, then that's what's going to cause confusion.
Yeah. I think it's fine for you to ask what shift and merge and shift should do. I guess I'm leaving open the option for you for like different options that you can take for the question.
Okay, that's understandable, I guess.
Yeah, so you can move forward with like this implementation, and we can see like we can call collapse exactly how you've done it.
When you say move forward with this implementation, could you clarify what you mean?
So your current idea is to shift everything by 1, correct?
No, my current idea was to move the rightmost component by 1. At least that's what I've always assumed until now. Comments to explain what each of these should do, then it would have made more sense. But at this point, I'm already 35 minutes in, so I don't think I'm going to make much progress.
I see. Okay, so let's figure out what these sections should do, and then see how far we can get, and we'll take into account the lost time because of the lack of clarity. Is that okay?
It's probably better if we close out here because I don't think it's going to help me to try and rush this in 20 minutes.
Are you sure you don't want to try like just on just like this part of the question?
It's sort of a pleasantry, but I also understand that the outcome isn't going to change with only less than 20 minutes left. So I wouldn't want to waste your time either. So.
Okay then. Let's circle back and figure out next steps if we don't have enough data from this question. Is there anything that you would like to ask us before we close it out?
No questions on my end.
All right. I guess we can end it here unless, is there anything else we should say?
Yeah, I think we'll have the recruiters reach out about kind of next steps, and we'll let you know in a few. I don't know how fast people respond, but like probably in a few days you'll get results.
Okay. All right. Thank you.